The 8 schools are so separate and spread out across the country that it's difficult for everyone to come together, and I thought that was such a shame given the fact we had such amazing different skills. And what I wanted to do was something where we could share our skills and work collaboratively alongside each other and then have an opportunity to perform that. When people arrived here on Thursday, they were split into 6 different groups of different sizes, and the groups then had the freedom to choose anywhere they wanted.
I'm Sam, and I go to London Contemporary Dance School. Everyone comes from different places, so completely different skills, which sort of forced us to come together through the narrative, the story element. It's a piece about social media and stories. It's looking at when you're constantly on your phone, you miss out on what's happening and on making relationships and new friends. Telling 3 different stories that are happening throughout the piece while one of us is focused on their phone.
The training that we all have, there's similarities and differences, but it all ties together quite nicely. And we've learnt so much from each other as well. Even when we're just messing about, we just learn.
If you get too involved with one school, you kind of don't really think about what everyone else is doing in their line of training.
It's opened my eyes to so many different ways that I wouldn't have thought of otherwise.
See what other schools are creating or doing, learn from everyone else, and you can bring it back to what you're doing at your school.
It's been probably the most interesting collaborative work I've ever been involved in.
I'm Callum McGregor. I go to Central School of Ballet. We picked our space anywhere around Rambert, and of all places we picked a disabled toilet. When we seen it, it kind of intrigued us, I guess, as to how small it is. It's basically the most simple idea ever of what you do in the bathroom. We decided to write up against the white wall all of the things that we would think about in the toilet. Some of it's wrote up in German because one of the peoples in our piece was brought up in Germany. Things that you think about, things about your day, I should go on a diet, things like, oh, there's another spot. Stupid, utterly stupid things that happen like that. What we then figured out, putting together the costumes and the set, it kind of looks like a mental institution, which wasn't the idea, but it's ended up looking like that. But we just want the audience to take away what they want away from it.
My name is Lisa Sophia Zeman. I'm in my first year at Northern School of Contemporary Dance in Leeds. Well, we're performing in an overgrown garden. It's got really beautiful parts such as like the bluebells, and they're really pretty like wildflowers, and then it's also kind of quite ugly because it's not been maintained. So we started playing games like the lava game where you like miss the lava. It was an interesting process because like as we were playing in this sort of garden, I mean, a few things happened. Got itchy from bugs, someone stepped in cat poo. We've used that in our piece. Also, the audience watched from a studio, a bit like Hunger Games, looking through from the outside perspective, but like you're inside, and obviously that deafens the noise that we make or any sound. That's our world and this is their world, and it's not the same.
One of my favourite things actually has been the workshops that we've done in the morning. On Thursday morning we had a workshop led by Lambda graduates who run the Monday Club, and then on Friday morning we had a workshop run by Northern School graduates who run a company called the Graceful Collective, and this morning we had a student-led workshop by one of the students taking part.
It's been amazing to kind of push your boundaries because it's something that I wouldn't do. It's not so much dancing, it's movement, and it's thinking about conceptually about these ideas.
So every morning we'd start with a completely different kind of creative idea, which would then get our brains working in a completely different way.
Kind of like getting all together, getting to know how to devise, how to create some work in collaboration.
I'm Darcy and I go to Rambert School, so yeah. The piece that we're performing, it was all about kind of being trapped but not being trapped, and then how we would react. Because it's quite a site-specific kind of like idea, we really just got ourselves into the space. There's 3 of us, and we just started bombarding each other with ideas, with things that we can do using the space. Then we play with like the window and the window frame idea, and like we kind of fit into it some way, and then we come out and talking about where the audience could watch us from, because it's kind of as though they're looking into an enclosure of some kind. It's really unique to the space. Like if we were kind of doing it anywhere else, it'd be completely different, and I think that what makes it really fun to do.
Jennifer Bovroto. I go to National Center for Circus Arts. I'm performing different pieces along with Holly and Juliet. Our pieces are like transitional pieces, like giving platform to the other performers. Our job is to get the audience into a journey from performance to performance, and we kind of have performances in the way. And we were inspired by the surroundings. We just literally the first day we've been exploring around. We even went to the roof, all the green areas, and we found a lot of items that inspired our piece, such as rocks, leaves, and water. So we are embodying those three characters and bringing those qualities throughout different pieces and trying to link as many performances as we can.
My group, we used the front of the house we have here at Rombe, which has 9 windows and a door. And we kind of looked at it and thought, well, it would be amazing if people could pop up in these different windows. It started actually as more of like a character-based thing. Like when you're looking at your neighbour's window, it's just like a snippet of their life. It kind of developed a bit more abstractly and became, well, what if what happens inside is completely different to what's happening outside? And we had our own kind of ecosphere within the house. And each window, you can see a different thing happening at a different time. So whilst on one side of the house there's someone that's in Hawaii and it's hot and they're on the beach, there's someone else actually that's in a blizzard and they're so freezing cold. And we really tried to show the contrast through each window.
It's been really interesting to meet people from all the different conservatoires because our paths don't really cross that much.
It's been lovely to meet everyone. I think we get on really well as a group.
To share with other students, to share their passions, not only about the school they go, but as human beings, as persons.
Really great to meet so many people. Fortunately, it's impossible to remember everyone's names, but hopefully we'll be able to stay in contact afterwards.
A celebration of life, no?
It's just been a really great experience.
It's been genuinely lovely.
I'm so glad that it's been able to happen and that we've had the support from the CDD.
I'd definitely love to organise more events like this because it's just so interesting.